Yeah.
How old are you?
35.
I'm 37.
33.
I'm 70.
38.
No, I'm pushing 93 right now.
Is this your first Leadership Academy?
It is.
What are your thoughts so far? I know the day's not over, but what are your thoughts about this year's Leadership Academy?
Yesterday was great. Table Lodge was a lot of fun. It's one of those things, especially being like a younger guy, and I'm always looking for Masonic education and ways to grow and advance and learn new things. That's why I became a Mason. It's fulfilled all of that. So it's gave me an opportunity to learn new things, interact with brothers from different lodges, and you know, do all those things.
We're all Masons because we have like minds and like experiences, and we're good. And I think I wouldn't have found out some of the tips on what it takes to go from good to better had I not been here at the Leadership Academy.
Why do I come to the Leadership Academy? Well, because I feel if you're a Mason, you need to learn everything you can about it. And a Leadership Academy is a good place to learn something, even if you're an old geezer like me.
Well, me personally, I've been a Mason for quite a while, and being here in Kansas was the first time I experienced any kind of Leadership Academy. And I personally think that if anybody was interested in going, I would tell them it's a great opportunity to get information that you might not ordinarily hear in your actual lodge meetings or even in your district deputy visits. There are a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of knowledge here at the Leadership Academy, and it's great. It's real great.
If you sit at home and you don't go anywhere, you don't talk to anybody, you're never going to get that information. So you're going to be in a place where you're with very enthusiastic Masons who care about the craft, and you're going to find a good idea that you can take home and implement.
I think it's definitely worth it. You surprised about all the different brothers that I actually don't see very often, and all of a sudden it's like every single one is here. And there's actually information you didn't know you needed that you get. It's very surprising. All the talent that is up here.
The education that you're getting at the Leadership Academy is of the highest quality, and it's geared towards every aspect or every Mason. You can take something regardless whether you've got years in the craft or you're just coming in.
Why you should go, you learn how to do your job, basically. What is your responsibility? How to do it? And it starts questions from there where people, you can come up and ask. There is no dumb question.
Is this your first Leadership Academy?
This is. It's the first one.
What do you think?
I love it. I tell you, I think every young Mason, old Mason, middle-aged Mason that's never been to one needs to come to one. And as you move up in the chairs and stuff, as you come into your lodge, you learn so much here. I've had a wonderful time, and I expect to not miss any more of them. So I plan on looking forward to being here next year. And if I'd learned a lot of this here before I started moving in the chairs, I think I'd been a little bit more sufficient and a lot better off with working in the positions that I'm in.
Just quick comment on Leadership Academy. Amazing day and a half. We moved the venue, we moved the time, we moved moved a lot of things this year. And some people are a little concerned about the numbers. Overwhelming response last night at Table Lodge was, yeah, numbers are metric, but they're a small metric. And the unison of brothers at that Table Lodge, what we've seen here today at Leadership Academy, they want this, they need it, they crave it, and more than anything, they deserve it. we're obligated to continue to do this, and we will. We're committed to doing that. Great event yesterday and today at Leadership Academy 2018.
So why do you keep coming back?
Trying to learn something new every time. Every time I've been here, try to learn something new. And when I leave here, it's like you're full of spit and vinegar. You want to be able to get back into your books. You might find something you hadn't seen. You might have somebody new coming up, and they'll be asking, why are you doing all this? Why are you doing all this study? So you can be a better person.
It's worth the investment. It's especially good to come Friday night when we do the Table Lodge. I mean, that's a great experience, and brotherhood and camaraderie, and it just makes for the next day going into the seminars that much better. You're exhilarated, you're enthusiastic, and that positivity just maintains through the whole weekend. I would suggest that if we could do that from Friday to Sunday, that I don't even know if that would even be enough time. Because when I get back home, I am just so filled with the Masonic spirit that I'm just looking for the next Grand Lodge event to go to.
So you plan to come back?
I do. Plan on coming back every year as long as I'm not out of the country with the military.
I get so jazzed up by a weekend like this that I come home and I try to share that with my lodge and with other lodges and get them excited. And I brought a new brother down here this weekend, and he is fired up. And he's going to go home, and he's still going to be fired up. And he's going to get other guys fired up. And that's the point of coming to things like this, is you're going to meet people that are going to say, yeah, what we're doing is worth it, and it's worth my time, and I can share this with other people. That's why we do this.
Do you plan on coming back?
I will definitely be back. Absolutely.
Excellent. When you go back home and somebody says, hey, I know you went, you think I should go next year?
If you don't, you're dumb. If you want to improve yourself in masonry inside the state of Kansas, you need to come to Leadership Academy.
Absolutely, you should go. It energizes your spirit, and then it also gives you the tools you need to take back to your lodge and institute some changes or check your progress and see where you're at. So it's absolutely critical that, young Masons, old Masons alike, come here.
So, brothers, any of you out there, next year, think about it when it's presented to you that there's academy coming up, Leadership Academy. Please make it a point to try to come and enjoy it. Is that going on there too? I'll be 71 next month.
The reason I asked is because we have some guys in their 20s, 30s, 70s. Carlotta's 93. And you guys all have the same, you guys are all saying the same thing. That's what I'm trying to show everybody.
Yeah.
It's just exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
But they have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, as far as taking over as master, coming in as master, you could have things lined up a whole lot differently. You could express your thoughts with someone else prior to taking over, and had things completely laid out. I never thought about it. Never did. So.
You're doing just fine.
This is something we should have had a long time ago. Well, for me. I know it's always been there,